vows in front of God that our pastors.
So in other words, what they experience was something called a commitment ceremony. You can do a commitment ceremony a couple of ways. You can go before your preachers or your pastors, say some vows, but don't legalize it by not signing the marriage certificate and sending it back to the court. You can do it with a justice of a peace. You can do it with myself because I am a wedding officiant as well. I can give you a commitment ceremony. In other words, that's a common law marriage, okay? And some people opt for these because it protects them financially. Here are some reasons why you should be thinking about a commitment ceremony over a legal marriage in terms of finances. The reason why y'all want to be legally married is for because a lot of y'all want to put on the show for the internet and for your family. You just want to say somebody wants you. You know, marriage is business deals. So if your business partner come in with debts and stuff, you don't need to be making no business deals with that. Basically, commitment ceremony. So here are some reasons why you should consider a commitment ceremony. Somebody who owes excessive child support. You marry somebody who is owing back child support. Once your income become one, and if you don't know how to report or fill out the form to be an injured spouse, your taxes can be garnished because he owed the back child support. Your wages can be garnished. Whenever he owes the government, you will be responsible for that debt because you are his legal wife. Y'all have now become one. Number two, if this person owes any type of restitution from any crime that they committed, Jennifer's husband to be exact, he owes millions in restitutions. I would have legally married him either because that would be her signing up to pay his debt back in that restitution. Unfortunately, I don't think Jennifer has that much money, but more importantly, nobody want to be boggled down with somebody else's debt for whatever they did before they came along. And then another reason is for those who defaulted on their student loans. You know, the ones who didn't do the forbearance or didn't get any type of relief. They just said, fuck it, I ain't paying it, I don't care, whatever. Those garnishes will be, those wages will be garnishes by default once those loans go into default. When you have not sent them any money, you have not gave them anything, you have not told them anything, they will start taking monies out of your life. So if you're married, your partner's finances are subject to that take as well. Now, there are tons of other reasons why you should be in a commitment ceremony, but I'm going to just give y'all the financial reasons because I'm not somebody who's going to allow a man's bad decisions in his life and his horrible credit and his horrible finances to mess up anything that I built for myself. So, yes, we can have a commitment ceremony, but I don't know, though. I wouldn't marry a man like that because I did it. Like, my ex-husband wasn't financially put together. The fact that he owed back child support, I knew by default because I do taxes. I knew to file the injured spouse form. A lot of y'all don't. I wasn't finna get my money taken because of him. But then aside from that, when we was in divorce, I made more money than him on paper across the board. I was 6 figures. He wasn't even at 1 figure. If we had took those real finances to court, I would be paying him alimony right now. I'm not paying no man alimony who ain't doing nothing with their life. So what I told him, because you have to sometimes just, stay in good contact with people just to get the things that you need to get out of life. I've never been an enemy to him. I don't care if that he's my ex-husband. I called him up. I said, hey, you gonna say you ain't got no income? I'm gonna say I ain't got no income. We gonna claim no income so that we don't have to be worried about nothing. He like, all right, whatever. He don't know that I'm saving my face because what I'm not doing is making sure that they say, oh, okay, Miss Thomas, you make 6 figures. Let's go ahead and give him $1,500 of alimony a month. You got me dead ass no. So these are the reasons why you should be considering a commitment ceremony. But I know a lot of y'all don't get that because a lot of y'all want to be called to be wives. You're just going to be girlfriends and baby mamas. So I would advise you to never give your uterus up until you get a last name. And I would advise you to never enter in a legal marriage if your partner has horrible financial decisions they've made in their past, financial mess that's going to take you out. Oh, emotions isn't here for marriage. That's not what marriages are built on. Emotions, they're built on business deals. And people with bad finances and debt, they bad for business. Commitment ceremony, they ass.